So here we are again with another recording of great subject, and this evening the subject is wow. How can we express it otherwise? Wow! A resounding wow! Incredible! So now we have officially erased the rule of law from the surface of the globe, apparently. Anything goes, anything is possible. And yes, this is what they want. Human beings want total chaos. And we won't permit they obtain this. So, we don't have anything to say especially. We just want to talk about the realization which is about never to happen. Maybe, indeed, if the occasion had been taken at this moment to free this Saturday all the hostages at once, it would have been possible to do something after, but now the agreement must go on, follow step by step, and they are not easy because they demand that the war stops in Gaza. Gaza is destroyed. The Hamas will probably change its form to become a political movement. Now they have understood their interest a little. And what of Israel? Israel wants to colonize more foreign lands. Like Donald Trump wants to colonize more foreign lands, or foreign lands, because they don't really, while stopping the aid, the $50 billion, that was a lot. A lot out of a budget of 6,000 billions. That was the project, the main agency for development in the world. 50 billions? That's all. Okay, so a few months ago, China, because the price for the reparation of the houses destroyed by the climate change to come, it's about 200 billions a year for a decade. And so your $50 billion a year could have matched the 50 billions, it was a once-off, but it could be reiterated from China a few months ago. And then Europe could have maybe added the 100 remaining billions to make the first tranche of this great reconstruction necessity. And so we have this, it's a necessity, because if we don't do this, the life of millions of persons are in danger. In the future, we don't see it. We don't see the tempest in the future. But will they magically disappear? Will the climate magically arrange itself? No, probably not. So the USA by Trump, even if some sympathy comes to see the misery of this man in the morning applying the tanning cream on his face, apparently, still. And it makes a strange decoration around the air. The air show the cream on the face by the reflection of the light of the journalists. So it's interesting. This America is just destroying the work of too many people who were doing for the good everywhere in the world, and to the detriment of populations who will suffer from these policies. And so it's time to say stop. This is not possible. You can dream of a fantasy land where you can invade anything, anywhere, you can be the master of your room, but you're not alone. And we are more than us, than you are, sorry, we are more than you are, the Western world alone is much more than the USA. Sorry. And we will collectively say no. So better Trump changes his habit now before our tariffs will cause an enormous inflation in the United States, and there will be more homeless people in the United States. Then this question, so we try to organize with the terrorists, you have to speak to them, a way to get along and to postpone, to delay their action. On the one hand, we try to help them consider development is a better solution. It works. And so now we'll be accused to have taken the ideology of these other states which don't respect the rule of law neither. This will be the accusation. We would have been infiltrated by the great Palestinian cause. No. It's just the USA is messing things up in a major way, and we don't appreciate when someone come and spit on our work. So it will be on another tone from now, and the precision we had in designing these messages destined to country necessity of development, of more development, countries that do not meet the criteria yet. And so the USA enter into this category now. The category of a rogue state, which doesn't respect the rule of law. Doesn't respect the rule of law inside the United States, doesn't respect the rule of law outside. No. It's not flying, so you can run the runway, you can drive the runway as fast as you can. There are no wings to this policy, so it doesn't fly. So now you have this war against a war. There is necessarily a war at some point, you'll see. And this bolide believes it will magically take off, while the sure thing is the wall coming closer every second. So, well, what else? It will lead to the cessation of our activity. After a while, we'll have had enough of this, and we'll let it go already completely at this time. And so we have a certain number of contacts. And what's it good to spend so much time trying to make things right when you see it's destroyed by this stupid mouth of Donald Trump, who visibly doesn't think and speaks so poorly. So poorly. Things are great, things will be greater, and so the small vocabulary, the tan on the face, the artificial tan on the face, all this, it makes the image of a nightmare of America. And we will make everything we can so that it doesn't become the nightmare of the world. So, yes, go complain about this.